welcome everyone to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. And the Cyclones will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Washington State Cougars offense will take the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He leaves it with his back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. And the Cougars want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Batir. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Offense, quick tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Running back goes in motion. He's back to throw on second down. It's complete. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're going to run it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cyclones offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a great matchup we have of two productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Beck. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Complete out of the backfield. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Knocked off his feet as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Connection to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
The Cyclones get it past the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. They're setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And that pass intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cougars.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Looking to throw, it's Beck.
It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're trying to get to it, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Feeling some heat. Safe completion on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Setting up the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cyclones!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
A little screen to the running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got the screen set up. Nice move, creates some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line, picks up 15 yards on the play, and an important first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Beck. They'll run the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, and I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him once.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's into the open down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Washington State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On the play. Brings up. Down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Beck. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They're setting up the screen, and it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense set on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He looks that one in nicely. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Iowa State, 14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to... He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Ball in the air, intercepted!
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the single back. Hard running there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Through the air, it's Beck. Throwing right. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.